relax. Good, now we... Hey, that's exactly why. Good thing I decided to wait a few minutes. So yeah, when the clock strikes 11 and 10 minutes. Not as dramatic. Yep. Let's start this and hope other people will join. If not, you know, there's worse than a two people show with two good friends, you know? Now the sound cut so abruptly, I was afraid the thing was about to crash on me. Okay, so well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix! Look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like that? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix! You know him? I'm expecting special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay. Let's do this. And you know, I was thanking on Phoenix before for being kind of silly. But even with the thing that will make Phoenix win the case, he held on pretty damn well in a trial that was basically rigged. Phoenix Wright is not as dumb as we think it is. He actually is just sort of weirdly unconventional. I thought the thing was slow because I was playing. Should probably change the name of the stream, right? Hold on, I should change the name of the stream. It's not my birth. It hasn't been my birthday in a week. Sorry about that. Creator dashboard, right? Does it change it automatically? Sorry about this exciting behind-the-scene information. I've started with that before. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright. Are you sure are you up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Has the title changed for you? Because it hasn't for me. Anyone can check on that? Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we'll be hearing testimony of a witness of the defendant's crime. Okay, good. Thanks. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knew why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about it, then I suppose it's me. Always raise an objection. Always be obnoxious and intrusive, even if it's not effective in literally anything. Let's always be obnoxious and intrusive. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? Humph. I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor, fucking tone policing judge. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes! That is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. It's the Edgeworth and Red Show! Dun 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 dun! My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the President of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. It's called character development, Max. Although I guess Rise from the Ashes as a retcon that at least kind of tries to soften Edgeworth before pre-character development Edgeworth, the version of Edgeworth we see here, but the official line that he was kind of a shitty person before he learned the true meaning of law and love and the truth. The true meaning of the truth, I'm very articulated on speech. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder. Correct? Well, and you witnessed the murder from there? Now, we can't disrespect Red White for being a flamboyant gay man. We have to disrespect him for being a murderer and a vicious capitalist. The issue isn't that. That's the main issue. If he was wearing a pink suit while not upholding capitalism, then and murdering people, that would be a lot better. I tell you what you already know. Very well. Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh. I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. So tiny and angry, I love Maya. Witness's account. Oh, is this OBS that makes the thing so slow? Could be. Get a new computer for my birthday. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building and crossed away. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was no other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this one. I think I just need to press on some stuff. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. Cross-examining witnesses' account. I know how this goes. Okay, I don't think we have anything to say about that. Reading. Maybe just the last one we need to press on it. Let's just check. Let's keep it pressed. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim, yes, found the thing. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always up so absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. I would love if instead of the other detail, the new statement will be just, I am always up so absolutely perfect. Okay, so now all we need to do is present. Where is it? May's testimony. The nice, beautiful sound of an objection that mutes the background music. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated she's the victim, ran right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's simple. You've heard her wrong. I think not. Look at these floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he did see the victim run left? So he did witness the killing. Wait a second! Mr. White? Yes, Your Honor? Mr. May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They are both right. But they're both right. Both the witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Edward is always smug. He's just getting smugger. Mr. White! What do you mean? Yes. What do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Miss Fay, of Fay and Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. And to show the corner Mr. White was standing. It's right here. Is K. K is for killer. And V is for victim. This was where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, for him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Exactly my point, genius boy. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. White, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulation of the defense of the distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now, he is Laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears that I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix the broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with her last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered a final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining this witness testimony? You bet I am. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Sometimes the fact that the game runs kind of slowly kind of makes the whole thing amusing without the letters slowly float up. Ran to the left. You need to sadly next. And tab. We have a blow by a blunt object. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. You should remember because you did it. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this code you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using that phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask this witness for a new testimony. Your mom's an objection, Edgeworth. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because sorry. I'm sorry. The witness is confused because he's lying. Well, his dad is dead and he's an objection too. I emphatically request that there will be no break, Your Honor. Yeah! We want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now. Of this one, right? White? Mr. White? Oh. Okay. We have May and Faye, and we have White, and this is all very confusing. The two accounts. Yeah, I guess it is kind of weird that Mr. White just did the whole thing, just went there himself. Well, see, I looked out the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia ran to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then, she turned and ran for the door. Then, you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap, indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Yeah. Oh, right. We need to press on the first one. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? Well, what? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. That change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. And for that we need to present glass shards. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the lights. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it when you saw the stand? Answer the question. that obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That will be no problemo, right? No, it will be a big problemo. There is a big problemo. Problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass lights sent through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand where it fell over. And we have the floor plans to prove it. Look at this. These are the floor plans for the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this area would be... This is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note how that the stand is not within the visible area. The visible area. Well, Mr. White, I can tell if Phoenix is like impeccably badass right now, or if Mr. Red White is just that much of a dumbass. What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were at the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There is no way you could have recognized the broken shells as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place! Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia? Huh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Liar, Phoenix, you never forget about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think a time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Wiretap? Order! Order? Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by that. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like where the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Hope. He has ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No! You wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. What else is new, Judge? Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined... Sorry about that. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would have you believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed to be the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Witness testimony. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw that glass light stand. So, you saw the stand well before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what has fallen over? By the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Yeah. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Well, it's time for... press! Whoop! And a slide whistle for those letters. Do you have proof?
Objection!
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. That proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run checks on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
Objection!
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sort. Yeah, it sounds like they were very close, which is a weird way to build your hotel and office buildings. Like, nobody wants to look from their hotel room on the beautiful view of someone else's room. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing for me there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled off enough that I can bluff something out of him? Okay, let's try the next one. Oh wait, we did this one, right? Yeah, proof. Let's just keep going. Not this one. Not this one. Huh? Uh-oh! Don't tell me I've run out of ammo! You little legal goblin. I hate you so much, my trash son. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come, the walrus said, to admit your defeat. You fought honorably, unlike me. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. White, are you giving up? Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix! Over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Well, he's dead. See you for apologetics next time because Phoenix dead. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Right. I died. I was hallucinating. You're finally awake. Ark! He's dead again. Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But We don't have much time now, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court records, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix? I wrote that, not me. So, what can I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Phoenix walks at the office. Did he really not notice there wasn't a glass light stand there before? Wow. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Yeah, I remember that. We were all there. Although September 3rd kind of counts as the beginning of September, doesn't it? He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the call is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Never forget the time a ghost came back from the grave just to tell Phoenix Wright he needs to turn over a piece of paper. Again, I think his skills in court in this case were pretty impressive. He was on the ball on pretty much everything, but he did need a ghost to come back from the dead to turn over a piece of paper. It's the duality of Phoenix Wright. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. Honestly, I'm surprised in this court system it wasn't like, well, the defendant just fainted, so I guess we get the guilty verdict now. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to get back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? My opinion is it's time for me to do more dramatic bowing. I say, let us give Mr. White, Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Now we have decisive evidence that will prove our... Now it is really... Yeah, okay. Now finally the decisive evidence will bring down this entire case is... my badge. But it's actually just a little bit less sillier than that. closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wah, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of the purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fair and Cole offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Breakdown, breakdown. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's impossible. Uh-oh. He's losing it. That's something I'm worried about. Yeah. That's also something I'm worried about a lot of cases. A lot of cases are like by a hair's thing, there are coincidences. Like, what if Larry hasn't blown up the Steel Samurai inflatable when he did? What if that witness didn't go by the murder? If we couldn't find the one photo that could have saved the case? I guess the implication is that, even if they covered, because no murder could be perfect, so even if they covered for this one minor detail, they could have found another, and there would be another hole to compensate for that. But yeah, sometimes I am worried about how much on the cuff, how close we were, just a tiny coincidence, to let the murderer go free while Phoenix would have been executed for a murder he didn't commit. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. That is all for the trial of...
Objection!
No, the trial of objection is on Thursday, Edgeworth. Oh shit, wait, it's already Thursday my time, so I guess you're on time there, Edgeworth. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can roll himself out of his... No way he can roll his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. More like Edgeworm. There is a certain thread of logic in the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This is gonna be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Nah, I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Who cares? Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whatever these new claims of any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all, it would be really disappointing if you lost after your dead mentor came back from the grave to tell you to never give up. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia! Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Memo received from Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. White. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. I'm a lawyer. It's Mia's memo, the memo of Mia. The memo Mia has given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finances, famous celebrities. Then, that's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did he get that list? Mr. White? Admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. Let's fight blackmail with blackmail. I confess. I didn't. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Yeah, not so smug now, Edgeworm. And then there's Phoenix. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. White? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense! Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was! Well... This court find the defense. The defendant, Mr. Phoenix, right? Not guilty! That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd say... I never thought I'd be saying this again. But, congratulations! You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya by my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Chief! Hey, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Maya! September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Phone call office. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? I thought Mia likes ramen. You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Right and Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fay, reporting for duty. Wait... No, on a second thought, let's make this casual. Yo! Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, right? It's a great name. Maya said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what that means? We're partners. It seems like thus began a beautiful friendship. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! I was about to call Maya's tits the elephant in the room, but I guess they'll be the titties in the room. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's a wasting! Okay, wait up! The end. And that's all the time we're gonna do tonight, folks. I'm not gonna do more than again outside of the mega stream for my birthday. I'm not gonna do more than 1 hour. One save point for one save point, which basically is an hour. So yeah, we'll start. Hope on like Thursday next week I'll start. Turnabout Samurai, which is a case I have a lot to say about, both positive and negative, so I'm looking forward to it. Hold on, am I starting this now accidentally? Oh, no, it's gonna save, yeah, I'm just gonna save my progress and go to the screen. And yeah, see you all later. Just gonna save this. So, yeah. Turnabout Samurai? Yeah, it got a lot of good points, but I'll get to it more when I do the case. Later. Stop.